Well, welcome back to the XC Technology Shop. I'm Ben. Actually got a guest with me today, Blake Bower, who helps us here in the shop as well. We're actually going to do a little demo on a tool that I've used for quite a while, and actually one that I would say in a lineup of tools that's maybe been overlooked a little bit. So the tool we're going to talk about momentarily is actually the Milwaukee right angle drill. And ironically today, you're going to notice we're not standing beside anything that we're going to be using the actual drilling feature for, but in fact, a way that we've found to actually use it that's very handy in the shop from a detailing perspective. So this is the Milwaukee 2415-20, which is the 3/8 right angle drill. Pretty nice little tool. It's their simple brushed tool. This is one that's been out for a while. They don't have a brushless on that quite yet. But it's, again, just one of their standard tools. Pretty inexpensive, actually, but it got a really unique use for it. And actually, what we found that's really, really handy for it is turning it into a drill brush. So I think everybody, hopefully, is familiar with the drill brushes. You've probably used a drill brush on a drill. Works really well. I think a lot of folks have done that. I see a lot of videos and takes like that. Works pretty decent, but when you're inside of a vehicle, grabbing a hold of that and using it can work, and you can kind of work around on it. But if you try to use this one-handed, you run the risk of bumping into things, hitting things. There's some areas where it's kind of tough to get into. Some of you may also remember I've used the Porter cables. In fact, you can see I've got one here that I've used when I do some really, really heavy-duty scrubbing, sometimes for like tires and really nasty mats, had been using a plug-in tool. Well, a couple things with that. I got to go get a plug-in. Number two, I got to have that all connected up. I got to deal with all those cables and pieces. Again, does a really good job. It's kind of heavy. That is good for scrubbing out carpets, but frankly, can be a little unwieldy at times where you're trying to get inside of a vehicle or simply just really lightly go after a carpet. So again, really good tool. Does what it's supposed to do. Nothing wrong with it. But we've really found that the right angle drill is actually a better option. So what we're going to do here is actually put this together, have Blake show you how we use it on just a floor mat, for example, but you'll find even inside of a vehicle a lot of handy opportunities to use this. It is a variable speed, so you can slow it down, speed it up. Use it on everything from scrubbing tires, scrubbing floor mats, scrubbing the inside of truck bed liners if you've got to clean those out. The nice thing is you got this really light, easy tool that you can use one-handed. You can get a really good grip on it and use it inside the vehicle. If you need to double hand on it, you can still do that just like on a regular drill, but it's just a much lower profile and easier to use. So we're going to let Blake demonstrate it here a little bit on the mats, and we'll show this how it works. So as you can see, great opportunity to take advantage of what's really an overlooked tool from Milwaukee. And again, I know there's some other companies that have got right angles. I think Bosch and some others have got those. So if you got one of their other systems, you should take a look. That right angle drill really, really comes in handy. Great scrubbing tool. I personally have used it for a drill in some tight access locations, but most of the time it stays rigged up just like this. We'll use the white brush for some of the, we'll say the more moderate carpets. You can use that yellow, the really heavy duty scrubber for really tough, dirty tires. I've got the mud tires on my truck, so I can really scrub those up before I'll put our tire shine on or a tire dressing on. I've also used that to get the truck bed liners, those really nasty, dirty truck bed liners. And then actually use the soft, so there's the really soft aqua colored brush, which we don't have shown here as well. That actually, we can use it lightly for leather or really delicate, some of those really soft fiber interiors like you see in the Porsches and Ferraris and some other cars as well. So you can even use it in there. And again, with that variable speed, it gives you that ability to really turn this guy down to where I can scrub those fibers, lift everything up, but not do all that damage. So again, take a look at it. Awesome opportunity. Great little tool that works great. Another one to have in your arsenal. Thanks again. We'll see you on another episode of XC Tech.